Hello everybody, I'm Gary and welcome to Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in, I appreciate it. So this will be a quick album review of an album that's already been out for a little while, but I just recently picked it up. And so before I get into that, I got to give a quick shout out to my friend Darcy over at Darcy Six Strings, Nine Lives. He's got a cool channel. Great guy. He's always talking about metal and everything. And I was watching his channel and he was talking about some different bands. And one of the bands that he mentioned was who I'm going to talk about today. And I remember when I heard this that I wanted to get this album when it came out, and I just totally forgot all about it with all the other stuff. He was talking about it, so it reminded me to go get it. So thank you, Darcy. I raise my Viking goblet to you, my friend, my heavy metal friend. Hopefully you can enjoy a cold one too. So the album that I am talking about is Burning Witches, and this is called The Witch of the North. This is their latest release. This is what the back of it looks like. You can see that cover. It's kind of got that cool throwback art of something you might see back in the late 80s, like Warlock did. There's the inside. It's a gatefold. It's got a picture of the band. It's got all their names. It's got all the lyrics, which is very cool. I also like the way the lyrics are written in that style. Very cool, very epic looking. And this album, if you're not familiar with the band, it's an all-female heavy metal band from Switzerland. So the fact that they are European gives it that kind of sound that I like in heavy metal, which is that dramatic type sound, very big. And this is, maybe along the lines a little bit of, like, say, Iron Maiden or Halloween, things like that. I'm not a big fan of metal bands where they have the growling type vocals. I can't get into that, the Cookie Monster kind of thing. And there are some low growls on here, but I think the fact that Laura, obviously female, it doesn't come out that way to where I can't get into it. And it's not that often. Actually, I mean, even if her being a female, if she did this whole album, I couldn't get into it. But it's not like that. Very dramatic singing. This album, lyrically, it's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but if you're into this style of music, I think you'll like it. There's songs about, obviously, witches. There are songs about Valkyries. There's songs about Vikings, which, Vikings, I'm into that, obviously. I like that. Basically, it sounds like some of the stuff could be from Game of Thrones, that type of style of lyrics. But there's also songs on here that are very much about, standing up for yourself, sticking together, that type of thing. Songs like We Stand as One, basically talking about the band and the fans coming together. We stand as one, we will rock together, all that kind of thing. It's an anthem. And then they also have a song called A Circle of Five, which there's 5 members in the band, and it's obviously a song about themselves, sticking together, standing up for what they believe in, standing up for their music, all that kind of stuff. Those are both pretty cool songs. I really like the song Flight of the Valkyries, and I like The Witch of the North is actually a pretty good song too. Lady of the Woods, that's really cool. This has songs where, it's got some different time signatures in it. It might start out a little bit slow and then it gets real heavy. But it is all pretty consistent throughout here. It doesn't change anything too dramatic. There are a couple instrumentals on here. This album is a double album. Let me show you what it looks like. It's just black vinyl. So I will just show you the label through here, which this is poly-lined. Both the sleeves are poly-lined, you know, so that's great. This is by Nuclear Blast. Always love it when they do that. They had to put it on 2 albums because there's 14 songs on this thing. So there's plenty of music to listen to. You definitely get your money's worth on it. This was not a super expensive new release. You know how like a lot of these new releases, you know, when they're charging too much for new releases, I'm at a point now where I'm like, forget it. You know, I can't keep doing that. So this one was not that way. Once again, I love that cover. I think if you are a fan of metal with a little bit of the dramatic flair to it, got that European touch to it, the type of vocals and the lyric content like I'm talking about, I think you'll be into it. If you haven't tried them out, listen to a few songs on YouTube or Spotify, see what you think. Check out the songs that I mentioned. You know, start out with The Witch of the North. Try that song first. Go from there. If you're a fan of that, I guarantee you're going to like this album. I think it's pretty strong, and I like it. So, Witch of the North by Burning Witches. See what you think. I like it. Till the next time, remember you can find me on Twitter and Facebook. And until the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.